Well, ladies and gentlemen, you might want to put your seatbelts on right now because they really be looking like we're living on a prayer. And I mean all of us, okay? We really be living on a prayer right now because this Pakistan versus India situation is unfolding, okay? India is not stopping. They're striking Pakistan pretty bad. And now we're hearing that Pakistan is also striking India. So it has started, okay? Both parties are saying we're retaliating, we're striking this and that, the other. I mean, damn, bro, when does it stop? It seems like that it's not gonna stop anytime soon. I got a bunch of stuff that I want to share with you. We got the homie Trump, we also got the homie Vance. He responded, and there's like bunch of clips there that are going around, and it's pretty wild, okay? If you're new here, you do not have to subscribe, you do not have to like the video, guys, none of that. But we have been hearing this for a minute, right? How many times we've heard conspiracies of like the aliens, right? Like how nice they are and this and that they care about this planet, that, you know, whenever we get closer to the nuclear stuff, like they're gonna come down, they're gonna save us. Where are they? Where are they? It's a pretty good time to show up right now. If the aliens are real, they need to show up right now. But I mean, jokes aside though, I really hope for a good outcome because this situation is pretty massive, man. Roll it.
India has its gripes with Pakistan. Pakistan has responded to India. What we can do is try to encourage these folks to de-escalate a little bit, but we're not going to get involved in the middle of a war that's fundamentally none of our business.
And pretty much everybody loved to hear that here in North America, right? And understandably, because if US enters, they're probably gonna pick a side, right? And if they do that, yes, the other party is gonna not take it lightly. So they're gonna get their friends involved, and all of a sudden you got China entering, right? And then Russia entering. And you know, like maybe your country that don't want to enter, all of a sudden they gotta enter. And then there's this thing called the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Then yeah, like, hey man, just because I'm your friend, now I gotta enter, you know. So one thing leads to another, escalations happen, and bang 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 bang, you know, it becomes into something completely different. So the tensions are high right now, bro.
We're going to cover this now from India and from Pakistan. CNN's Nick Robertson is in Islamabad, Pakistan. CNN's Matthew Chance is in New Delhi. Nick,
and you know, the situation is so bad on both sides, like Pakistan, India, because the Indian media, bro, you don't want to trust the Indian media. I've seen like horrible stuff on the Indian media, which was 110% lies, and even the Pakistani media has been nothing but fake news. Like both sides, like it's proper Gandu situation, okay? It's like propaganda like times 10, like pro max. So this is why you gotta rely on third-party news, bro. Like, and I know here CNN is considered like fake news as well, bro. But in this situation, you gotta rely on a third-party news because like the stuff that I've seen on the Indian media, bro, is just laughable. Civilians on both sides are under attack, and if this actually becomes into a bigger thing, then we got like a WW3 situation. So then everybody's gonna be affected. Hopefully, it's not gonna get down to that, but it's like the innocent civilians are always at risk, right? Because the government, the media, bro, they're gonna get away from it, right? The government's not gonna battle. They're gonna command the soldiers on both sides to battle, and then they're just gonna run away like cowards, right? It's gonna be the people, right? It's gonna be the people that their lives are gonna be.
Yeah, right now along that line of control, there's intense shelling. People are beginning to flee the border area, an exodus, as some of the locals there are describing it. So that's pretty hot, pretty active. JD Vance describing it as a war. That's going to sound right to those people here. In the rest of Pakistan, 29 drones over the past 24 hours came over from India. They went to Karachi in the south. 4 soldiers, 4 military personnel injured in Lahore. That's the massive city, 30 million people, just 13 miles from the border with India. And just down the road from here, 10 miles away in Rawalpindi, where there's a massive cricket tournament going on. Foreign Minister saying the stadium there was hit by one of those incoming missiles. The country's on edge. The schools are closed here in Islamabad tomorrow, major exam.
They strike like a cricket stadium, bro, like.
Across the country are being cancelled. In Punjab, along the east of the country here, border with India, of course. Schools all closed there. So there's a real feeling that this is rolling on in a way that the country has not experienced before. These drones, this is different. And as far as the sort of cross-border that Pakistani officials here are telling us about what the Indian government is saying on their side, they're saying India is mounting a phantom defense. So not just drones, not just rockets, not just artillery, not just gunfire, the war of words ratcheting up too.
And you know what, like, bruh, like, Yeah, both of these boys need to calm the hell down, bro. Yeah, man, situation is pretty wild right now. Okay, so this is breaking news, and again, like, I want to point out that the videos that we're seeing on the internet, yeah, some of them were later proved to be AI generated. And like Arma footage, Arma is a video game, right? So people are sharing like video game footage as real stuff. People are also sharing like other war videos like as real stuff or the current stuff. So there's a lot of like fake stuff going around, a lot of fake news. So don't believe everything you hear, but we're hearing, which is, I mean, it makes sense, right? Because the India strike Pakistan, now Pakistan is gonna strike, then India's probably, I mean, it gotta stop, like something gotta give, like it gotta stop eventually, hopefully. You know, I hope for the best for both sides here. So breaking explosions reported in multiple cities as Pakistan claims retaliatory strikes. Witness report multiple explosions heard in the Indian cities of Amritsar and Jammu, as well as in Pakistan's northern western city of Peshawar, as Pakistan state broadcaster and confirms the country has launched retaliatory, and I quote, retaliatory military action against India, end quote. So yeah, and this is that video shared. I mean, we don't see much in this one, and it's unconfirmed. Even he's putting that out there, which is yeah, good to, I guess, good to put, because nobody knows whether it's real or not, right? So, but yeah, things are heating up, man. Things are heating up, bruh.
Matthew, Indian officials say schools in Punjab, just south of Kashmir, will be closed for the next 3 days. It sounds as though India and Pakistan are prepared for the possibility of even more escalation.
There we go. So Pakistan administered Kashmir. This is India administered Kashmir, and you got big boy China as well, man. Oh my god. And here's the thing, right? I saw this video on the homie Tim, right? Which, and I want to play this clip in a second. He made a very good point that if China enters, then it's gonna be free for all. Then like US is probably gonna enter, then, and if that happens, then it's over. And you know, low-key, when you think about it, bro, so what we're hearing is that Pakistan shot down like 5 jets of India. Whether it's true or not, I'm not sure, but 2 of them were discovered, like the debris was discovered, so it's probably true. And you know, third-party news sources are reporting it. So Pakistan shot down their jets that strike different areas in Pakistan, different cities. Get this, right? The jets that Pakistan owns are from China, and India owns from Russia. Oh shit! It's a low-key China versus Russia. It's low-key like the China and Russia got Pakistan and India to test out their tech before they ever, hopefully not, before they ever proceed. You know, it's a crazy situation, man.
Yeah, it does sound like that. You're right. Schools in Punjab are going to be closed for the next few days, as are schools in Indian-administered Kashmir and universities as well. Also, the Indian government has cancelled all leave for civil servants in the country in preparation for what it says is a potential emergency response. And so that all gives that impression that the country is sort of bracing itself for further escalation within the past couple of hours. You mentioned it already, but you know, we were hearing these reports. We can't go there ourselves, unlike Nick over there in Pakistan. But we're hearing reports that the city of Jammu, which is one of the main cities in Indian-administered Kashmir, has been plunged into darkness. There have been explosions in the skies over the city. It's not quite clear what exactly has been going on, but there have been...
Yeah, I feel like that for the longest amount of time, the people in Kashmir has been suffering, right? Because of both sides. They always want to like militarize the zone, and in all reality, Kashmir is actually considered heaven on earth because it's a very good place, right? But not because of any of this that's going on. And we humans were pretty dumb right now. So this all started because of an attack that happened, horrifying attack, shouldn't have happened. It happened in Kashmir, in the Indian. Then India blames Pakistan. Pakistan says that it was not us. Pakistan says that we offer investigation. Let's try and find out like who did it exactly, because it's not us. Then India declines it. They strike Pakistan in return. 5 different areas, or not sure. I mean, there's a whole lot of fake news as well. But what we're hearing is that then India, like, they striked it, but then like they sent out drones. So we had drone attacks, and now Pakistan is striking them. And yeah, like, it's pretty retardo. So people lost their lives. Pretty sad stuff, okay? Shouldn't have happened. And now because of it, more civilians are gonna lose lives on both sides, right? And if this actually becomes like a bigger thing, hopefully not, man. Hopefully not, man. Yeah, somebody needs to like drop some Kool-Aid here. Let these government both sides, like both governments, let them have like GTA 6 early, bro. You know, let them have like a Call of Duty special, alright, that nobody gonna get access to, okay? Let them play an unreleased, okay, exclusive ass Call of Duty, and they can strike each other in that game, nuke each other ass in that game, right? Because guys, listen, man, playing with butt plugs is one thing, but playing with nukes is a totally different thing, man. Pause. But it's wild
drone
situation,
strikes
man.
and aerial strikes against locations inside India, at least reported by the Indian authorities. India has since then accused Pakistan of striking 2 military bases in Indian-administered Kashmir and one in that neighbouring state of Punjab as well. And so, yeah, you're right. Look, tensions incredibly high on both sides of the border, Jake.
And it's not Punjab, it's Punjab, bro. It's Punjab, my bro. Yeah, the situation is pretty sad, man. Check this one out, roll it.
Deliberate act of war by India, who launched missile, drone, and airstrikes into Pakistani territory.
So this morning there are again fears that the two countries are on the brink of war.
Pakistan says it did shoot down 5 Indian fighter jets. What has India said about this? What kind of retaliation just could we see from Pakistan?
I want to ask you about these strikes in Pakistan. India striking Pakistan, said to have lost aircraft in all of this. What do we know about this, and what can you report to our viewers? What do we need to know right now?
And they intended this not to be an escalation, but to put an
too late for that one, bro. Too late for that one. It's now escalation, man. God forbids, bro. Like, this becomes a bigger thing, because they always say, right, like, hey, you know, go to school, drink water, floss regularly, do your push-ups, do workouts, eat healthy, drink water, stay away from drugs, look both ways before crossing street. And I'm like, yeah, I've been doing all that. But then it's like, we got this, bro. Then we get this, and now these suckers be fighting over dumb stuff. I mean, not dumb stuff, I would say that, but not dumb stuff, bro. Because let's be real, right? Like, the attack happened, civilians died, shouldn't have happened, and now because of it, mutually assured destruction. That's the route we're going towards. I guess Elon Musk, he's not the most loved right now, but what he said, I mean, I remember, I'm gonna paraphrase him. He once said something like, yeah, bro, it's eventually we're gonna get pretty close to a nuclear war, or we're gonna have it, so we gotta colonize on, we have to colonize on Mars, we gotta move over there. I guess he in a way was right. India Pakistan 125 jets clash in one of the largest dogfights in recent history. Roll it.
The conflict between India and Pakistan is escalating. The reports came in yesterday. 125 jets clash in one of the largest...
I gotta point out, it can be fake news. It can be fake news. Gotta do your own due diligence, because you don't want to trust the Indian media. You don't want to trust the Pakistani media as well, because both sides are just fake news right now, big time. Because on the Indian media, they won. They completely won the fight. And on the Pakistani media, they won completely as well. So you don't want to trust both media, and both of them medias, like, I was actually checking out, bro, like the Indian media, oh my goodness, bro, like the stuff that they're spewing right now, it's big time lies. And Pakistani media isn't far behind either, so you're getting like fake news on both sides. This is why you gotta rely on third-party stuff right now. You gotta rely on CNNs of the world, you gotta rely on the CTVs, you gotta rely on the especially the journalists, right? Like on-ground journalists, like this dude that is in India and the other guy that is in Pakistan right now. Yeah, this dude, right? So you gotta rely on on-ground journalists that are not from the said country, because yeah, like if you watch like the actual like Hindi Indian news and you watch like the Pakistani actual Urdu news, you're gonna see like a stark difference, bro. The stuff that is going on, it's Comedy Central, bro. It's a clown circus right now. But I really hope for a good outcome, to be honest, though.
Largest dogfights in recent history. It's getting serious. Both nations are now claiming the other is attacking them, that they are justified in self-defense, and this is the fear. This is the scenario feared that could lead to a dramatic escalation. Now, while both nations are nuclear armed, their capabilities are limited. I think it's important to discuss. When people think nuclear weapons, they tend to think we're talking about megaton bombs. The bombs held by India and Pakistan are about 45 kiloton, which is significant. They could do massive damage to each other. But I don't see any situation right now that gives us a high probability of escalation outside of these two nations. China, of course, has some interest in Kashmir. There are rumors that they're now backing Pakistan. This conflict is erupting because the U.S. is negotiating trade deals with India and they want to bring manufacturing.
Yeah, that's the thing, though, right? That is the thing. Because, U.S.-China, we all know it's not super friendly, right? China is also eyeing pretty heavy and have been eyeing the Taiwan for a long time. You got the Russia-Ukraine situation, Israel fighting everybody right now, and there was some stuff that came out about the 911, and where we heard about the Israel's involvement in that too, which is crazy. Seems like that they are involved in everything. But the thing is this, right? Like, if China steps in, US gonna step in, then Russia is gonna be like, yeah, bro, like, I gotta, like, why not me, man? I gotta step in too. And then the enemy of my enemy is my friend, then more friends, more allies, more enemies, this, that, the other, everybody. And if everybody steps in, that's when you get a world war situation, right? Because right now we have the world at war, but we don't have world war, thank God, thankfully. And hopefully we don't go that route. I mean, or hopefully we don't have that, because certainly, seemingly, we're headed in that direction.
There, still highly speculative. The conflict over Kashmir has been ongoing for decades, and this seems to be isolated. That being said, there is great concern that ultimately what ends up happening is we already have several wars happening all over the world, some small, some large. If this escalates into a full-scale nuclear war, there will be external ramifications. Excuse me. That is, fallout is going to spread around the area. There's going to have to be some kind of international intervention. And the chips may fall onto nations who align with either Pakistan or India.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Perhaps the catalyst that we see for World War III is the actual use of nuclear arms, which causes external, let's call it collateral damage, resulting in the intervention of the international forces. The story from Newsweek, they say, some 125 Indian and Pakistani fighter jets battled over an hour in one of the biggest dogfights in recent history, according to a Pakistani security source quoted by CNN. If the numbers of aircraft were confirmed, it would make it one of the largest air battles since World War II.
Holy crap.
The scale of the dogfight on Wednesday underscores the intensity of the conflict between the two nuclear-armed rivals, both of which possess some of the world's largest conventional military forces. It highlights the implications of any further escalation should diplomatic efforts fail to ease tensions that erupted after attacks on tourists in the Indian-administered Kashmir. We do have some updates here. Live updates.
Was it Albert Einstein that said that? I don't know about World War III, but World War IV would be fought with stick and stones? Yeah, I mean, it makes you think, right? Damn, man. Because it was pretty deep. The saying is, like, yeah, if we blow up nukes, then we're gonna go backwards, right? So, yeah, imagine, right? Like, all the development that we as humans, Homo sapiens, have achieved over the last, like, 10,000 years right now is at stakes, bro. Yo, bro, I'm just trying to, like, drink water. I'm just trying to, like, and I'm sure, like, people there in India and Pakistan are just trying to do that. Like, do the memes war. I mean, memes war have been, like, ongoing for a minute, but, like, do that. Like, keep that. Yeah, keep yourself busy with that. Like, India could be like, F you bloody, F you this bloody, you this, did that, ooty, right? And Pakistan could be like, T fantastic, bro. T fantastic. T was fantastic. I know the memes there. Yeah, so you guys can do that, like, instead of fighting over, like,
tensions surging as both sides trade attack claims. Pakistan has denied claims by India's armed forces that military stations in Indian-administered Kashmir, Jammu and Udhampur, and in Punjab state's Pathankot were targeted in drone.
It's the Punjab, bro.
Missile attacks. No casualties were reported. Pakistan's information minister says his country has engaged only in a defensive response so far to India's attacks on his country. As Pakistan's military said India launched attack drones into Pakistan on Thursday, killing at least 2 civilians.
Damn.
The Indian Foreign Secretary is accusing Pakistan of disinformation.
Yeah.
Vikram Misri slammed Pakistan's farcical response after it denied launching waves of drone and missile attacks during a press briefing on its Operation Sindoor. Both sides are claiming this as lying. Indian.
That's why you don't want to trust either side, like media, because both sides are saying that, and they have been caught lying. I mean, both sides. Okay, the media has been pretty bad, and yeah, man, media's goal is always division. And I would say, like, the media is doing more harm than good right now, and they are the ones that are adding, like, petrol in the fire. But did you see this video? Because apparently we had a UFO that actually landed on the ground, and the video that just came out about it is pretty shocking. Click on this video on the screen and I'll see you right there.